Yeah, my name is Samantha Hevage. So we are starting another class for grade 8 computer science Cambridge syllabus. Let me share my screen. Right. Right. I think addition you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think last day we have discussed about the networking. We have started, right?
Yeah.
So up to which topic we have discussed? Is it WAN or
Man.
we have discussed WAN and MAN. How about the
Yeah.
bus topology?
No,
We
sir,
didn't
not still.
we didn't start, right?
Start.
Okay. Yeah. So I said that I let me recap few things what we have discussed last week, right? You remember that we have discussed about the networking, right? So I say
Yeah.
that computer network is a two or more computers, right, that are interlinked together, right, to form the exchanging information,
Information.
right, exchanging data and information, right, data and information. So that is the main objective of the network. So in order to have a computer network, we should have at least two or more computers, at least we should have two or
Okay.
more computers, right? And how do you connect? We say that we are interlinked, right? We say that we are interlinked and interconnections, right? Or interconnected. One to another machines will be connected. So using whatever we say that communication channels, right? What do you mean by the communication channels? For example, now you know that sometime definitely you should have yeah, at home you should have a TV, you should have a, we say, dialogue or whatever the POTV, whatever the thing, or and you should have some kind of a internet connection, right? So how they connect to the internet? So what is the medium? Communication channel, or we can say communication medium here.
Medium.
Yeah, here communication medium means, Baba, it means a cabling. What kind of a cabling system you are using? For example, assuming that if you have a SLT fiber link, right, fiber connection at home for the internet router, they have a fiber cable, fiber link coming from the this outside the telephone, right, cables. They are layering from the cables. If you are using the dialog router, normally the dialog router works from the whatever the satellite connections they have near. So normally every dialog connections, they have a dialog satellite. So these signals are transferred through the air, this will happen, Baba, through the air, the
Okay.
data transmissions. So why we need the data communication? What is the importance of the data communication, or what is the importance of the communication channel, communication medium is to transfer information from our computer to the some other computer throughout the internet, right? So
Yes.
that's what we want to connect it. So the connections happen through the communication channels. So for example, we can say communication channels fiber optic. We have a fiber optic cables. We say that network cables, UTP cables, for example, unsealed twisted pair, sealed twisted pair. We have Wi-Fi connections, right? Wireless connections. Even the in your remote, we say if you have a remote car, normally remote car, there's a concept called Bluetooth technology. For example, Bluetooth. By Bluetooth, you
Yeah.
can transfer data, files, images from one device to another, especially from the mobile devices to the desktop or laptops. So even for example, Bluetooth. So that is also kind of a medium, right? Or another example, we can say infrared. So don't worry, I am talking about detail, right? I just want to give the brief. Infrared. So infrared technology, normally we have in the our televisions. So that is called remote. So every TV has a remote. When you click, we say if you want to look at the channel 1, we can press channel 1. So there's a laser beam, the light, the red color laser beam, it goes to change our channels on the TV. So that is the technology used in an infrared. So every remote, TV remote, they have that technology. So see, we don't have a wire from the remote to the TV. So it is wirelessly the data is transferring, right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So this is what I am saying, Baba. Here, the communication channel. You should have an idea. Okay, in order to have a computer network, so there has to be some kind of a communication channel or the communication medium. So what is all about? That means the kind of a connections coming from outside, right? Which can be
Yes.
connected to the internet. It could be a wireless technology, it could be a cable technology, it could be a satellite technology, it could be a microwave technology. So whatever the technology at the moment we are connecting, right, with the computers. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that is called the communication channel, Baba. Right? The medium. All right. So we talk about the local area network, LAN. So I say that the LAN is, confined to the some particular building or the single building or the few buildings, right? 2 or 3 buildings. So this is a good example. I say that computer laboratory at school, right? So normally the computer laboratory have many computers connected together, right? And to exchange the information back and forth. And this computer laboratory, most of the time, this laboratory also connected to the internet, right? From the school router, right? So that is called local area network. So then we talk about the MAN. Metropolitan area network is to, I said that
Land.
bigger version of LAN. Very good. Bigger version of LAN, right? So that means we have several lands together, but in different places, right? Distance, there's a distance. Sometimes 2 kilometers distance, far away from one building to another, but still they are connected through the routing. Normally SLT or whatever the dialogue, you said you can connect the whatever the each and every network through the router. So at the end of the day, these routers are connected together like this. So then this LAN A, then LAN A is now connected to LAN B, but we say this LAN A is in Colombo 5. This is Colombo 7. This is, we say, Moratua. We say here Gal. Sorry, not Moratua, not Gal. It's far away. So this we say Dehiwala. So very nearby places, right? So normally this metropolitan area network is limited to the city, not go beyond the city, right?
Yes.
Colombo city none. So we can say Colombo city we can have it. So normally, for example, the metropolitan area network every time not going beyond the country level. They are inside the country. Remember that. The network is not beyond connected to the outside the country, inside the country. For example, we say banking system, we have a Colombo, we say Colombo head office HSBC, right? Now we have another HSBC called, we say that Colombo 5 or whatever we say Valvat, right? then we have Bambalapiti, whatever. So they are connected. So this is a normally banking system. They have a head office and they have a branches. So branches and the bank head office are interconnected through the metropolitan area network. Got it?
Yes.
Right, very good. Then I said that biggest network in the world is the internet. So which is called the wide area network, right? Wide area network, right? Connected through the internet, especially it goes beyond the country, right? It connected beyond the country, one country to another country, right? For example, we have a Middle East countries get connected together. Europe countries, right? Get connected together, right? Asia Pacific, right? Get connected together, right? This is called wide area network, WAN. Not limited to the country level, but it limited to the regional level or the right around the world, around the world, around the world. So this is the biggest network in the world, internet, right? Internet. We say that the definition of the internet, short definition of the internet is a network of networks. Whatever the networks, we have a man, we have a LAN, we have a PAN, we have a WAN, right? All are connected together.
So
So
what are the
billions.
requirements for WAN?
Yeah, WAN requirement is for Baba. It is depend on the this regional the area. I say that it is go beyond the country level. You can't say that in Sri Lanka we don't get WAN connections, no WAN network, right? But if you say
Okay.
the Asia country, Asia Pacific, Asia we have a lot of country, India, Pakistan,
Yes.
right? A lot of countries are there and Asia. Asia is the region, one of the region in the world. So that particular region, we say we are connected. We have a network called we say for example, we get the example of the company, right? We say company ABC. The company ABC will connect it. They have a branch in Colombo, then they have a branch in Karachi, then they have branch in Lahore. They have connected with whatever the capitals of the each and every Asian countries. So they are connected together, right? So multiple countries, right? But they have branches each and every country, right? They are connected. Got it?
So then mobile data comes under WAN.
Mobile data. Yeah. No, see, mobile data is something that is a wireless connection. No,
Yeah.
mobile data, right? So it is comes as a satellite connection, satellite, right? Then satellite connections, as you said, it's go beyond the country. Assuming that if you have a mobile phone, if you are enabled the IDD facility, you can call to Australia, right? You can call.
Yeah.
I am saying mobile data is not the mobile data means what? Mobile data is right. Whatever it's the internet connection, we are using the satellite, right?
Yeah.
Satellite. Right, that means our signal, when you dial, we say from the mobile data, we assuming that we call to WhatsApp, right? And from the WhatsApp we call to some other countries mobile phone, we say in Australia. So what they do, our mobile data check our, we say mobile carrier is there. No, mobile carrier means whoever the provider. For example, we say dialogue.
Yeah.
Right. So this dialogue, did you see, I think you have seen that dialogue, some satellites are there, somewhere in the Colombo, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that is called dialogue
Yes.
satellite, right? So our signal goes to here. right? So
Yes.
these are the satellites connections. So this one of the, you know, one of the this is called actually this request. This request goes to the nearest satellite, right? So from this we say that this is a base station, right? From base station they are identifying, you know, whatever the destination where they are going to go. So then they can, their intelligence is there, so they are going, they are finding the nearest destination where that destination or the recipient is there. Got it? Recipient is there, and they are
Yeah.
passing that connection to that nearest destination satellite. Then from there they will identify the specific mobile user and they will transfer the data, right? So this is, as you said, this is a mobile data use a satellite connection. So satellite connections are the satellite connection is used to WAN technology, right?
Yes.
Satellite connection is used to LAN. That means it's a, we have a Middle East satellite connection, and we have a Europe satellite connection, and we have Asia satellite connection, right? Whatever that. So they are connected around the world, right? You know, satellite connection, I will show you later. I think your syllabus also there, right?
Yes.
Right. Today we are going to start, right, new thing, topologies, right? Baba, topology means it's like this. Network topologies are, what's the idea about the topology?
Um,
The way of design, a way of designing a things, right? The way of designing a things. For example, assuming that you want to make a house.
okay.
Why we need to make a house? We want to live. We want to live in that house. That's the main objective. So depending on the your wealthy environment and your how much you have to build a house, your house will be shaped on that according to your money. Some houses can be two-story building, three-story building, and you know, many buildings, and even, you know, not very less amount of people, they will have only small house, right? And some, you know, some we say millionaires and billionaires houses, they have like very big houses, they have swimming pool, gyms, you know, some, you know, most of the American, you know, actress, so actress, they have, you know, sometime they have runaway in their home on their rooftop. That means, you know, they have private
Private.
jets. Yes, private jets and helicopters, and they want to land. So for example, Will, you know, I think you heard about Will Smith, right? So he's a famous actor in America. So they are wealthy person and they have many houses, and even they have, you know, you know, private jet, right? So according to that, they build their houses. But anyway, even if you have a, you know, 500 rooms, right? Even you, if you have one room, you know, sometimes some people have 500 rooms, but only living two people. The family is having only two, but they have 500 rooms, right? Something like that. So the topology is like this. Topology is the way of designing, right? But only purpose is to connect the internet, right? The connect, this network topologies belongs to the, you know, LAN, under LAN. How do you define the LAN? Local area network. Or how do you design the LAN, right?
Okay.
So the way of designing the local area network is called topology, right? Topology refers to the layout pattern. I say that. So layout pattern means the designing pattern. Layout pattern which various computers are connected one to another to form a network. These computers are network are also called a node. Good point. Nodes. Remember, nodes means a computers. In other words, it called the computers. You can say a node, a computer which can enable in the network facility. or we can connect that to the internet, whatever. Right? That is called node. If you read some books, sometimes they say computer nodes. That means the computers. Right? That's the idea. Right.
Okay.
So we have to learn four main types. We have four main type of topologies. So we will go one by one and we will elaborate what are those four LAN topologies. Remember, this is you assuming that this is if you have a computer labs in your school. So now we are going to learn the four ways that we can build up the computer labs in our school. Got it? The
Yes.
different ways. But finally, we are building a network or building a computer lab at school. But how they form, what is the layout? So we are going to discuss, there are four layouts. The four ways of four type of topologies we can use. We can use four type of topologies. Right. First one, bus topology. So first of all, we just going, just look at this diagram properly, right? So this is the bus topology, right?
Okay.
Right. This is the bus topology. See, they have laptops. This is laptop 1, laptop 2, laptop 3. So they say that node, right?
Okay.
Here we have a desktop. Here we have a laptop. Here we have a desktop. Here we have a laptop, right?
So desktop and laptop both are node.
Yes, if you say here laptop and I say node is a idea of computers. Computer might be a laptop. Computer might be a desktop. Not only the node can be even your mobile device,
Okay.
which can enable but it should enable the network. Yeah, I mean internet, right? Mobile,
Okay.
especially smartphone. So you have a mobile phone which you can't access the internet or normal phone, right?
Yeah.
But we are talking about the smartphone. Smartphone are the phones where you can access the internet, right? Okay. Node can be another example. Node can be a tabs, right? We have a palm top.
Node is any device which access internet.
Very good. Node is any device which can access internet, which can connect it to the network. That's the idea about the node. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So here, this is also desktop. Now see how they form. There's a main cable. Here it's a main cable, right? Here you can see.
Bus.
Yeah, they have main cable, right? They have a
Okay.
main cable, right? So this is so this from the main cable, they all are connected,
Uh,
right?
okay. This is wired connection.
Yeah, very good. Wired connection. So bus. See these all bus topology, mesh topology. These all topologies are wired connection, not the wireless. Okay, but even you
Okay.
can at the moment you can so normally wireless connection also you can decide, but these are we say nowadays you can have we say even the did you get that dongle thing?
I have ordered, sir, not still. It didn't come still.
Okay, right. So this is called main cable, right? From
Okay,
this
sir.
main cable all computers are connected. So here this is we have a conjunction. Conjunction means there's a place we can tap or we can connect it. right? We can tap to the main cable. This is the main, we say this is the backbone. You know backbone, network backbone,
Yes.
main cable. Assuming that, for example, assume that if you have a, there's a one cable, right, to layer to your house, it called power cable, right? From the electricity board, there should be a main cable comes to your three space or one phase power, right? Power distribution place. You have a power box. Every house has a power box. So the from this power, there's a cable out coming outside from the electricity board. They will give the power to us. So this is called a power backbone cable, Baba, right? Understand? What
Yes,
will
sir.
happen if this cable down? Assuming that, some tree has, fall onto this cable and, break, what will happen? Do you have power? No, you will be disconnected. Your whole house can't have a power until this rectify. Got it? Because this is the backbone cable coming from the outside. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
same thing happen if this cable is breakdown or due to malfunction, whatever the reason, right? Damage, your whole network will be down, shut down until this
Yeah.
has been rectified. So this is the disadvantage, right? See, it says, however, the network cannot function if there are breaks in the box, right?
Yeah.
You don't get connected because it's a main cable. Got it?
Yes.
Right. We'll go to the theory here. All the computers are connected to the single cable called a bus. The transmission of data from any computer travels through the length of the bus in both directions, and which can be received by all other computers. That means these data might be transferred from direction and this direction, either direction, right? Right. So if the address of the computer is that of the intended recipient, it receive the data, it accept the data, otherwise data is reject. That means it's like this. If the address of the computer, so assuming that now this person want to send some documents, send, we say here receive. So what this computer can do, they can put this document connected to this main cable, they are transferred. And when they send the data, Baba, they put some address. They are putting destination address. It's like you just get the idea. If you want to send the letter to your
Yeah.
friend's house, so how do you make a letter? You have to take a letter, you have to write it, and you have to put it to the envelope. On the top of the envelope, Baba, you have to write the address.
Yeah.
Number 50, right? Number 50, right? Colombo 5, or whatever the main address. We say Melbourne Street, Colombo, Colombo 10 or something. So you have to paste, or you have to put write down the address on the top of the envelope. Then only you have to put to the post
Post
office or
office.
post office box, whatever, right?
Okay.
The mailbox, you have to put into the mailbox or post office. You can hand over the post office. And there's a person comes and take that they took all the letters, and especially in here, we some from the bicycle, there's a government employee
Sir.
coming who is working in the post office, and they comes and come to our house and your friend's house, and they deliver the letter. So before they deliver, they check the what? They
Address.
check the address. Yes, destination address. Because they should be verify that am I deliver this letter to the correct destination where it pasted on this letter or the envelope, right?
Yeah.
Same thing here. When you send it in a computer, there's a logical address, and they put the they should put the here computer address. This address should be known. So we say this address, we say 005. So they have to put this in this letter. You have to go to the 005. Then they are coming here, they are searching 005. Okay, he found it. Then this computer already know that my address is 005. They are well aware of it. They will receive a letter. They will check. This belongs to me. Is this pasted on my address? Okay. Then only take. It's like this. If the postman comes and give the letter, but which is not your address, it's nearby address. Are you taking? No, you are not taking. You say that, okay, no, this is not belongs to me. And you will guide, okay, this house is not in this house, you have to go to this, something like that. That means if the particular address is not there, and they will not accept it, got it? They will not accept.
Yeah.
They will reject it. But yeah, these computers can't talk. No, the computer will don't say, okay, you have to go to this computer, that computer. What the computer does, if the correct address is there, they accept it. Okay, this is belongs to me. If not, if the address is not belongs to me, they will reject it. Reject means they will discard. They will just ignore it. They will just leave it. Okay.
Okay.
I just give some logic how the data going to transfer from one computer to another. Right? When you send the
Yes.
data to one computer another, the sending computer will label the address of the destination computer. That's what we have to understand. Okay. So
Okay.
according to that address, only data will be travel. Okay. Assuming
Okay, sir.
that if the address is can't identify in that particular network, Baba, what do you think? What will happen?
The message won't be received.
Very good. The message won't be because they can't identify the exact destination computer. Got it?
Yeah.
They can't identify the exact destination computer. Right?
Okay, sir.
So, right. Right. Okay. If the address of the computer is that the intended recipient, okay. See, it says what I said now. If the address of the computer is that the intended recipient, this is intended recipient. So document comes from here. They put a label called destination address and send out to the network, and it comes and is searching and deliver it.
Okay.
It accept the data. Otherwise, data is rejected. The advantages of the bus topology is that it is unique. It is quite easy to set up. Yes, this bus network, you can have a main cable, backbone cable. Remember this, normally this backbone cable is connected to the outside router. or the whatever the internet connection as well, because these computers might be access the internet also, no? But it's not a compulsory, remember, right? If, do you think
Yes.
that it's a compulsory? No, some computer labs are there, they can't access the internet. They can only communicate between the computers and the server which is reside on the computer lab only. Whatever the shared files and programs are the server computer, they can access only on that server computer. Even they can't go into internet access. Even the most of the universities, most of the college also, when we were in college, we were entering the computer labs. The computer lab, they don't allow to access the internet. They are only giving the access to, access the computer and doing the practicals, whatever the subject programming or whatever the subject you are learning, and only to access the server computer, which is the computer has more processing power, more storage capacity, more memory capacity. And if you want to get some data from the server, you can get it, only that. But you are not allowed you to, right? You are not allowed to access the internet, right? So
Yes.
remember, in this the LAN topologies, the internet is not a compulsory, right? The internet is some other, it's a WAN technology. This is, we are talking about the LAN within a building, within a single room, right? Within a single room, what kind of interconnections have there? So within the single room, we should have a LAN, local area network. So, but specialty of the local area network means each and every computer can communicate each other, right? That might, that can be done, but that particular one computer, it's not, they can't access the some other computers outside the LAN, right? But even they can access it, but they should have what, internet connection. But internet connection is not compulsory,
Yes.
right? Give me a second.
Okay, sir.
Right. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sir.
All right. Right. So what is the advantage? So biggest advantage they are mentioning that quite easy to set up,
Yeah.
right? That means this network, first of all, you can have a backbone, then you can just step the machines in between or connect the machines. Okay,
Yes.
easy to set up. However, what they say, if the main neck is the cable, if the network cannot function, the cable break down. So that's the disadvantage because it's a backbone. Okay. Next one, we will talk about the ring topology. Right. The ring topology, each computer is connected to two other computers so as to form a close right ring structure. So see ring topology. So it's like a, we have a ring. So this is a ring, no? Normal, we are wearing the ring, no? So something like that. So computers are get connected around the ring.
This is wired or wireless?
This is everything I said. Basically, function is wired. no wireless,
Okay.
right? So wireless technology in the LAN is not even not stable, right? But we have Wi-Fi connections. Within the Wi-Fi, we say that wireless LAN, that is called wireless LAN. Wireless LAN means using the wireless, we are connecting the LAN, right? But the wireless LAN will not teach your level. It go beyond that. But remember, even you can have a LAN with the wireless also. But here in your syllabus, we are talking about the wired cable connection. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So ring topology. Actually, why we are saying the ring topology, it form like a ring, circle, right? So that is the circle like or the ring like structure, right? So normal ring topology is like this. We are connecting computers around the ring, right? Like this. So this is the ring topology. So normally normal single we have a, I will tell you it's a, but this not belongs to your syllabus, go beyond to. So it's say we have two things, right? Single ring topology and the dual ring. Dual means two, dual ring. So normally your syllabus only say single ring. Single ring means the connection has to be only one direction. We say computer A and here computer B, here C, D, E, right? So a connection comes from here, this side. Here we have a server computer. Server computer. So if you want to, if this computer E want to connect the server, direction is like this. Because see, its direction comes this side. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Connection is this side. Only one path, right? So if the computer D want to access the computer A, it has to become like this. Like this. So this is the one way that is called single ring. But in a practical scenario, most of the companies, most of the factories in Sri Lanka, they are very much familiar with this ring topology because this is the normal, this is the latest trend we are going to implement in LAN topologies. So these ring topologies are very common, right? This is one way. Dual ring means Baba, right? There's another cable layering. So what is the advantage? You can understand what is the advantage of this? What is the advantage of this? Computer A, computer B, C. What is the advantages of a dual ring over single ring? Can you imagine?
Fast connection.
Fast
No
connection.
problem.
What is the Baba main advantage? Assuming that earlier one, what happened? Earlier one we have only one direction, no Baba.
Yeah.
Normal single ring is a one direction. That means if the breakdown from here you don't have, you don't get connected, no. But assume that if you have a dual ring, what will happen? So you are connected with the other way around, no?
Yeah.
It will not break, right? So whatever the network will not shut down because why?
Because there are dual ring.
Very good. There's another line, another way of connecting, right? On beyond that break-in one, right? If
Yeah,
this break,
we
doesn't
can
matter,
use this.
because still we have a connection, because we have other way that all the computer. It's like these computers are connected from two different ways. That's it. If the
Okay.
one way is breakdown, still we have a connection, right? Still we can communicate, right? It's like this. For example, your home is here. Your home is here. You have two roads to come to your home. Suddenly, what will happen? One road is going to repair. I mean, going to construct. They are saying road barrier. So this will close, but still you can come home. Still go to home from this way. Got
Another
it?
way.
Yeah,
Yes.
another way. That's another way. You can reach your home. Even you can come out from the home, and you can go to the town. From the town also you can come to the home, right?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the idea about this is dual ring. I just teach you to knowledge, right? This is only for knowledge, right? But to your syllabus, it only talk to single ring. Okay, right. The single ring topology, each computer is connected to two other computers, right? Which has to form a closed ring-like structure. In this topology, data is transmitted in one direction, right? In this topology, data is transmitted in one direction, right? Right. The advantage of the ring network is that the breakdown of any one computer on the ring can disable the entire system or the network, right? This is the disadvantage. If this breakdown, entire system is disabled, right?
The same disadvantage in,
Bus topology.
yeah.
Correct. Very good. Okay, Baba. Next one, we will learn about star topology. Star topology is this, right?
Yeah.
You
So,
have a central node, that is server, right? This from this server, they are connecting to all the computers to this server. This is not a normal node. Central, that's why it said, see,
okay.
node and the central node. It's like a computer, here server computer, server. Remember, server computer is the server. What's the server computer? You have to know that server computer.
Main computer.
We
To
say normal computer. You should know the difference. Normal computer. Under normal computer, our laptops, our desktops, whatever the client devices which can enable the internet facility or network enabled devices comes under this category, network enabled device. Even the mobile phone, especially smartphone, network enabled devices, right? Network enabled devices come under normal computer. We say another name for this, client computer, or we can say user. or we can say node. And server computer, Baba, it also a node, but it's a special node. There's a specialty. Special node. I will tell the specialty. Specialty means server computer is not like the normal computer. It's somewhat advanced, high, powerful computer. Server computer. Right? This has more memory capacity or more storage capacity. For example, sometimes it goes like 10 terabyte, 50 terabyte, 100 terabyte, that much of data storage capacity you can have it. And another one, you have a big RAM. We have a 64 GB RAM, GB. Sorry. GB RAM, 32 GB RAM, 128 GB RAM. More memory capacity, more storage capacity. Sometimes these server computers have two power supply. In the back of the computer, you have a two power supply. Normal computer, we have only one power supply, one power supply, two. Right? So configuration is, and even the you have a more processing, multiple processors, not only single processor. CPU, we have many CPUs. This is called the server computer and very expensive, not like local computer. Local normal computer, laptop, desktop, we have in like, you know, RAM, we have RAM 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM maximum. Then we have 1 terabyte of hard disk, we have 2 terabyte hard disk maximum. We have only one processors, two processors maximum. Here you have a network enable, we have a network card, we have some server computers, definitely they have two network port, two network ports. Here, normal computer, desktop or laptop, we have only single network port. Why this server computer has two network port? Because it want to connect with other computers, outside computers. That's why two. There's an incoming connection and outgoing connection. So there has to be two network cables connected to the server computer. I think you understand the difference between the client computer and the normal computer and the server computer, right? So this is called server computer. And another thing I will tell you, in the server computer main purpose is to provide the services. Provide services to the client computers. Right? Normal from the laptop and desktop computers, what we are doing, we do, it's a personal computer. We do our jobs, right? We are not services to the other computers, right? From the laptop or desktop, what we do is we read, we internet, we check our emails, we do some applications, we do some word processing, spreadsheet, and we do some designing, photo editing, for example, Photoshop and all. We listen to the song, we browse the internet, we watch the movies, those stuff we do personal computers. But we are not servicing to the other computers, and we are not supporting to the other computers, and we are not servicing to the other computers. But server computer, you know, far more different the services, far more unlike the normal computers, server computers doing different things. For example, server computer providing services to the normal computers, right? For example, server computer example, we have email servers, right? We have storage servers, we have file servers, we have print servers, we have remote access servers, we have authentication servers, right? So these are, you don't want to think, you don't want to, I just want to give the environment, what kind of environment in the server computers are there. You don't want to understand everything, what you get, that's finished, right? Email server means, assuming that Gmail, you know, if you have a Gmail, you are accessing the Gmail, that is from your client computer, you only access the Gmail. Assuming that Gmail is belong to Google company, how many Gmail addresses? Billions of Gmail addresses, right? So how they handle? So one particular server, sometimes they handle millions of Gmail accounts, right? So if the client computer requesting their Gmail, they will provide it. So the server computer can simultaneously work. Even the 1,000 users at once they can support. That's what this kind of a performance is there. So these server computers goes like expensive, like millions, not like the small, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, not like that. Millions, 2 million, 3 million, that much of prices are there because it's a high end. We say that high end devices. Good name, high end devices. These are low end devices.
High-end means
High end means they have high capacity, Baba. High capacity of everything. High capacity of computer memory, high capacity of storage, high capacity of processing speed, even the expensive. Low end means normal, our laptop, desktop. It's a low capacity of RAM. When you compare with the server computer, it's a low capacity of storage, low capacity of processing power. Everything is low when you compare with the server computers. That's what I say, low end computers. But
so
high
then
end
server computers are for sale or they won't sell that?
No, you can if you have money, you can get it. Right. But you should have a purpose. Right? If you are running the business, if you want to form IT company, right? So you want to keep your all the employee files in a one place, definitely you have to go for the server computer. And that server computer get connected to all the client computers. All the employees can access the data in through the server computers, right? That's what the server computer usage, right? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. I think your knowledge in IT, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Right. So now we just go through what is this star topology, right? Because I just want to understand what is the central node, right? You don't understand otherwise, right? Right. So in star topology, all the computers are connected to the central computer or the central node. The data has to exchange between any two computers, passes through the central node. The central node controls all the activities of the node. Most computers can be easily added to the next. So here one advantage is they can have a new machine and they can connect it to the server computer. Very easy, right?
Yeah.
The breakdown of the one computer except the central node does not affect the functioning of the network. Yes, if we break down this only affect to this computer, not the other network. This other network will be work. Only this computer will be isolated until this rectified. But only advantage is disadvantage. If this is gone, whole network will be breakdown. The breakdown of the computer except the central node does not affect the functioning of the network. However, failure of the central node disable the communication across the entire network. Yes. Full network will be disabled because your server computer will be because of the server computer breaks down. These computers will be isolated because they can't connect each other. They are connecting through the server computers. They want to go like this. If the server computer is not there, this computer will be isolated, right?
Yes, sir.
This is called Baba star topology, right? Okay, next one, mesh topology. In a mesh topology, every computer is connected to every other computer on a network. A full mesh topology is a very expensive to implement. Normally, partial mesh topology is implemented in which a computer connects to the few other computers. So mesh topology is, it's like this. I will draw the mesh topology. We say have computers like this. These are computers, right? Baba, mesh topology means every computer should have a dedicated connection with every other computers. So you can see how difficult it is. You understand the concept?
Yes.
Every computer should have a connection with every other computer. You can understand the how difficult, right?
Yes.
Right. So this is called, Baba, what?
Mesh topology.
Mesh topology. Right? Very difficult.
How does it work?
Yeah, anyway, it's get connected no, by each and every computer. It works. There's a main server, no. So it but only thing is if the one
If one network
computer
crashes,
is, yeah, one computer crashes, so other computers still might work, but only except that computer.
okay.
Right? The in mesh topology, every computer is connected to the every other computer.
In mesh topology, it doesn't need central node.
No, there's a not there's a server computer there to another one computer, right? But so these other computers, right? Other computers, everyone get connected to each and every other, right?
Okay.
So if this breakdown, this computer and this computer get lost the connection. But other than that, it works. Got it?
Yes.
Because it has some other way to connect, no? Because they have dedicated cable, no? Each and every computer get connected to each and every computer, no? It's a separate cable. Full mesh topology is very expensive. That's all. See, very expensive, no? Because how many cable layering you should do? Assuming that we have 100 computers. Just imagine 100 computers. Each and every computer should have a connected to 100 ways to other, each and every other computers. It's a normally this mesh topology not use, but in theoretically we have to learn. Do you think that anyone is implemented at the practical? No.
No.
No use, no point. You are
Yes.
unnecessary spending money. At the moment, Baba, from this topology, right, most of the time they use bus topology and the star topology and the ring topology. Only those three are highly used. But in a company level, ring topology is the dominant one, right? Famous one,
Okay.
right? You should know the practical. You should know the practical way of using this. Theoretically, we learn a lot of things, right? But at the moment, when you compare to the current trends, these are obsolete.
Yes.
Right. But they are saying normally partial mesh topology is implemented. That means if we have a small, this is the partial. So this can be implemented. Partial. Right. See, this computer not get connected here.
Yeah.
Then how? Say this computer want to transfer file to this. How it comes? So it has to come from here,
Yeah.
here.
And then there.
Right.
Okay.
So if you want to see, sorry.
In then partial mesh topology in full mesh, the performance will be high.
Yeah. But normally we will not use this because of the expensive, right? But assume that here, if you want to communicate this to this, there is no direct connection. So it has to be come here, here, here. That is called partial. We might have some connection, but most of the time we don't have.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the topologies. Now we will learn protocols. So what do you mean by Baba protocols? Any idea?
Rules.
Rules.
Yeah. Something we should follow to do something.
Very good. Rules. Yes, correct. Rules and guidelines. Right? We say that rules and guidelines. Right?
Okay, sir.
That's the main thing. So, according to the rules and guidelines, we have to follow the communications. Right? Every communication needs to be done with other machines. So when you do communicate, there should be a rules and guidelines. You have to follow it. Okay. That's the main idea about the protocols. Protocol is nothing but it's a rules and the guidelines. When you transfer the data between computers, you have to follow.
Yeah.
Right? Right. Protocols. It's a rules and guidelines in order to transfer data and information between nodes in a network. That's why these protocols come. So these protocols are defined by IEEE. මේ පොත්වල නැහැ මම කියන්න ඒවා දැනගන්න එපේ IEEE. IEEE and there are some predefined organizations. IEEE means International Institute of Electronic and Electrical Engineers. So this is the organization formed by engineers around the world. They have organized this institute and they will follow the guidelines. In order to have a network, what kind of guidelines? These protocols are defined under RFC.
RFC.
Request for comments. Request for comments, right? So RFC documents imply people will, if the new innovation, new protocols introduced, they will list it down. We say protocols, for example, email. To access the email, we use simple mail transfer protocol. To access the internet, we use internet protocol and or TCP, transmission control protocol. So this is for the World Wide Web. To access the internet, we use this. That means if you want to browse the internet, using, we say you are browsing the Google search engine, you have to transfer your data with the server data from this protocol, right? Your mail, your email server, simple mail transfer protocol. So this is outgoing email, sir. If your email, if the email are coming to you, it's called post office protocol, right? POP3. We have a lot of protocols, normally basic protocol, TCP, IP, simple mail transfer protocol, FTP, file transfer protocol. If you want to transfer one file to another file in a network, we have to use file transfer protocol. We have TFTP, tribal file transfer protocol. See, if you are learning networking, 90% you are learning how these protocols are works. This is the main subject of the network. How these protocols, because to have a network, proper connections, this protocol has to be fully implemented, right? That means if we want to access the outgoing email, if you want to send the email to some other person, there has to be a guideline. That guideline will follow this, that guideline implement this protocol. So you have to follow this simple mail transfer protocol. This each and every protocol has a port number. It's like this. You have a laptop. Laptop has some logical port numbers inside. Logical, right? If you want to access the email, Gmail, yeah, if you want to send the Gmail outside, outgoing email, the Gmail goes from SMTP port. We have port 25, port number. TCP, we have HTTP port. If you want to access the internet, hypertext transfer protocol, you use port 80. That means you are browsing the internet, you have to that connection has to this port. You have HTTPS, that is called secure socket layer, right? data will be encrypted. Its port number is 143, right? We have a telnet. Telnet is a remote connection where you can access the machine remotely from this machine to another machine in the internet remotely. So you have to use this port number, telnet. Telnet port number, I think 21, right? So remember, each and every protocol has port numbers, right? So whatever the service, every computer, every network services has to this port and protocols. You have to select whatever the proper protocols, right? The computer is intelligent. Computer will do that. But when you talk about the networking, you have to, some protocols you have to configure it. Configuration has to be there. Configuration කරනවා කියන්නේ අපි ඒක හදන්න ඕනේ හරියට. We have to do fine tuning. Right. Protocol is a set of rules used by the computers and computer network to communicate with each other. The computers that follow the same rules and protocols are able to exchange information even if they are different operating systems. So this is the standards. Which standards? We say that industry standard. Industry standard. That means what's the meaning of industry standard? Everybody agreed. Everybody agree, should agree. This is like a law, rules can a law, right? In Sri Lanka, you know, no one can kill people, right? If you kill, you will get caught, you have to go to the prison, something like that. So there's a rule, right? So same thing, the protocols are rules. You can't obey the, you can't obey the rule. If you, sorry, you have to obey the rules. If you are violate the rules, definitely you will get punished. Same thing, if you are violate the rules, you can't access the data. You can't, that won't work. Your connection will lost. So that's up. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is called industry standard. Industry standards. You have to follow it. Everybody, even the manufacturing company, when they are producing the hardware stuff, networking card, routers, switches, access point, computers, they has to follow these rules. There are things that should be there, each and every networking devices. You have to apply those. You can't produce whatever you like. No, you can come up with a unique design, but these protocols has to implement in order to work, because other computers should be, see, it's like this, no? You are talking Sinhala only. Some computers, assuming that they talk about Sinhala only, they can't understand other language. Some computers are there, they can understand only English. Some computers are there, they can, sorry, some computers are there, they can understand only Tamil. So they are Tamil. They can understand only Tamil. Here they can understand only Sinhala. How they communicate, Baba? Can they communicate?
No.
No, they can't communicate, no?
Yes.
Because they only know Tamil. This set of segment only know Sinhala. So how they interact? So they have to have a common language called English. If they know about the English, yes, they can communicate without any issue. But everybody should know the English. Same thing here. everybody should, when they produce, we say Dell company. Dell company should produce their laptop and desktop and network card with industry standard follow. Otherwise, there's HP laptop. We have millions of HP laptop. We have millions of Dell laptop in the world. So in a network, in an internet, they should communicate with these machines. If don't understand this technology and this technology, can they communicate? Can they form the network? Can they transfer data? No, impossible. So that's right. Every hardware vendor, hardware manufacturer, computer hardware manufacturer, when they're producing the networking stuff, like things like routers, switches, access point, network cards, even the cables, network cables, whatever the device, it should work, right? Understand?
Yes.
ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඕනේම හදන්න බෑ බබා, right? They can't create their own. They have to follow the instruction, follow the guidelines. What guidelines? Protocols. Got it?
Yeah.
Then only they can communicate. I think you got the point. But this is, most of the children, they can't understand this part, right? But I make it simplify it, right?
Yeah.
Assuming that now, assuming earlier this has to happen, this were there. IBM company is the first ever company forming as an IT company in the world. They created the computers, IBM mainframe servers, mainframe computers, big computers. They were the head earlier. Now also IBM computer is there. Now their brand is Lenovo. They have a Lenovo brand, right? Lenovo ThinkPad is a famous brand, right? Earlier, what they, sorry?
The IBM computers were changed to Lenovo.
No, not change. Lenovo is the brand.
Okay.
IBM is the company, right? IBM is the very first company in the world as IT company, right? So they produce the laptop and desktop, but only they can communicate with their machines only, because they produce their own way of producing. We say that proprietary producing. They use their own technologies, own thing. Then we say Apple company, Apple, Macintosh produced the computers. They can communicate only their computer only.
Yeah.
So this is the problem arise. This protocol not came suddenly because of this issue, because now in the network, big problem. These Apple computers can't communicate with IBM computers. No point, no, because they have different technologies. The communication, they use different technology. They use their technologies. So then they understand that this can't work. We can't go from this level. So we have to come up with an agreement. What is the agreement? Protocols. Agreement comes using RFC, request for commerce. See, it's a document. Everybody, when they produce a protocol or new innovation, they have to list it in this RFC, and everybody should agree that. After protocol identified this problem doesn't exist, then every computer can communicate with each and every other brand. That means Dell computers now communicate with HP computers and Lenovo computers. Whatever the computers around the world, they can communicate because they all agreed in some predefined protocols, some standards, industry standards. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Great. Protocol is set of rules used by computers on the computer network. To communicate with each other, their computers that follow the same rules or protocols are able to exchange information even if they have different operating systems. So I see different operating system, for example, like this. There's a Windows, this is a Windows operating system. We have a Linux operating system.
Linux.
Yeah, Linux is the operating system, Baba, right?
So
It's the
then
most
something for paint, they will use this way. For painting and
painting is just application, no, Baba.
yeah.
I am talking about the operating system. See, I have what is this operating system now? I am using
Windows 10.
Yeah, I am using Windows 10. Right. So this is the graphical user interface, right? So my operating system is, when you see go to properties, you can see my operating system. It says 64-bit Windows. See my operating system, Windows 10 Pro. This is my operating system. I am saying that the Windows is only one operating system. There are many operating systems in the world, right? There are many operating systems in the world. So that is one of the operating system is Linux. Under Linux also we have many variant. We have Ubuntu. We have CentOS. We have Fedora. We have a Debian. Lot of operating system versions. Linux operating system held the most powerful servers in the world, not the Windows. Most powerful servers use Linux OS because of the security, high security, very less tendency to hack.
Okay.
Hack කරන්න බෑ. Windows computers can be hacked very easily.
But Linux can't communicate with Windows.
No, can. Linux can communicate. That's what I am saying. See, we are saying that, see, the computers that follow the same rules and protocols are able to exchange information even if they have different operating systems.
Okay.
That's what I want to teach this son. That's what I come up with the Linux. So Macintosh, sorry, Apple, MacBook, iMac, right, iPod, right, iPhone, they have a different operating system. They have iOS, right? That is Macintosh OS, Macintosh. So Macintosh is different from Linux or different from Windows. So even they are following same standard. Because of that, they can communicate.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, that is normally HTTP we use to browse the internet. Browsing the internet. When you browse the internet, we implicitly or we automatically use HTTP. Nowadays, most of the time we don't use HTTP. We use new one. New one is HTTPS. That means hypertext transfer protocol. S means secure socket layer.
So
So
then
this is HTML is a web language. Hypertext HT, hypertext markup language. This is something about the web development. When you create a web pages, for example, you want to create a nice web page in your web. You say this is my home page like this. So that is called HTML, hypertext markup language.
Okay, which is used to create a web page.
Yeah, which is used to create a web page. This HTTP is a
HTTP.
protocol. It's a protocol. These are two
Okay,
different things you are
it's
talking
the web
about.
page.
Yeah, HTML is not, nothing related to the HTTP.
Okay, sir.
HTML is the language, web development language, where we can create the web pages. But HTTP is a protocol. So HTTP, earlier we use HTTP. Nowadays HTTPS, even HTTP also use nowadays, but not the most of the time we use HTTPS. Why this S comes? This is the important thing. Secure socket layer. What is this secure socket layer means? This is for encryptions. Encryption. I will come to later. I will discuss this encryption. Is a huge topic. Encryptions. That means when you send the data from your computer to the server computer, your request is encrypted. Encrypted means you are changing the way of your information. Encrypted means, as you just think about hiding original information, because internet has hackers. No, they can hack. Because of hacking, you have to use this HTTPS. That means when you transfer data from your computer to other computers throughout the internet, you have to use this protocol, HTTPS, secure socket layer. That means secure. Your data is, make sure your data passing is secure. Your data passing is protected. Your data passing is encrypted. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So it's like this. I say HTTP, say S. Okay, I access this HSBC, right? See, this is what connection is secure, because this is the normal page, HSBC normal page. Yeah. Everybody can access this, but the information, for example, password or credit card numbers is private when it's sent to the site. So it's like this. This is the client computer. When we say you are accessing this one, what, internet banking, you have to log in, no? So then your request goes through the encrypted way. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's like this, assuming that you have, so this HTTPS, you have to, we say Sampath Bank Corporate, that also in HTTPS. See, this why this padlock symbol. This padlock symbol, remember, it says that you are communicating with the HTTPS. Padlock symbol. That what the idea about the padlock? You are going to lock, no? In other words, you are sending. So this is the client, no? Client version, no? So if you want to connect to the Sampath Bank Corporate or whatever the computer server machine, your request has to be encrypted. So that HTTPS, the request goes like this.
So your data is like dummy. No one can see. Some dummy symbols. Dummy data means no one can read it. But here from the server point, they will decrypt. So this is the concept of Baba decryption and encryption. Encryption, that means dummy data. Make the real data into dummy. Real data into dummy. So decryption is opposite.
Okay.
Dummy data into real data. Got it? Because why
Yes.
these encryption and decryption? Because we use the common platform, the internet. Internet, not secure, because hackers are there. Because of that, we use HTTPS. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You are sending data. We say, for example, we say your name is, we say, what's your good name?
Edison.
Yeah, Edison. Normally, it's not going Edison like this. It says some other data. You can't send your real data. You are sending encrypted and dummy data. Then dummy data here receive. And from here, there's a mechanism. They will decrypt and get the real data, Edison. Got it?
Yeah.
From other way around also same. If they request, if the server send the response from their data, they use dummy data. And here also we found dummy data. From our computer, we have a mechanism to get the real data. It's happened from the protocols.
Okay, sir.
HTTPS. Remember, HTTP is used for browsing the internet, right? Browsing the internet or World Wide Web. I think you understand.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so what they say, HTTP is a protocol used between the web server and the web browser and transferring HTML pages. HTML pages means web pages.
Pages. Okay,
If you
sir.
want to transfer web pages, you use HTTP. Remember, but if your book is not teach about HTTPS, even I teach you. I taught you, right? I just, because this is the trend. I taught you this is the latest trend because no one used this.
Yeah.
Right? I taught you this because this is the latest one. But for the exam purpose, you will get this. Remember, this is not secure. And this is not encrypted. If you say Edison, same Edison goes over the internet.
It won't give the correct.
Sorry?
It
It won't
won't-
encrypt it. It won't
Yeah.
encrypt it. It's not change. Your real data is going through the internet, which is have a tendency to hack. Someone can take it. There's a tendency to hack. There's a possibility to get data real because you are sending the real data. Even the server, there are some servers also, they don't do encryption. They just pass the real data. So there's a possibility to, malicious activity because data can be taken out, right? But for your purpose, you don't think about exam purpose, don't think about secure layer. What I taught you, you have to write this one only, HTTP.
Okay, sir.
So this is your syllabus, HTTP. You should know only this, hypertext transfer protocol. But You have to know but even you knew this, but this is not the latest one. This is old, obsolete. Right? Now trend is, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here TCP/IP, this is called Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol. Right? TCP is a protocol that is used to along with the IP to send data over the internet. Right? The information is transferred across the internet in the form of bundle of packets. So our data going like a packet. We say that data packets. Data packet, we say we have to send a 20 MB file to some other place. So the 20 MB file, break down to chunk of data packet. For example, we say 1 MB or 512 KB, another 512. Got it? It's like
Yes, sir.
your 20 MB file will be break down into piece of data, chunk of data packet. Right? That is called packets. It says that the information is transmitted across the internet in the form of bundle called packets. TCP is responsible for dividing the data into the packets before they are sent. The TCP, so this is the protocol, transmission control protocol, internet protocol is responsible to, when you are sending the data over this internet, you have to break down your data packet. Break down your data packet into smaller chunk of data packet and send across it and to the destination. IP is a set of specification that determines the best route for the packet across the internet. So the packet reach their destination. So what is this TCP transmission control protocol? Actually, this is we say that TCP suite. TCP IP suite. This TCP IP suite, Baba, we say that it's a reliable service, very reliable. Apita trust karanna puluwan. Right? We can have a trust.
Yes.
Right. So you should know this TCP IP meaning of this one. What is this IP? Along with the IP, when you send the data, Baba, I say the logical address. Earlier, I said the logical address, when the data transfer, we say destination address, we will let. There should be every computer, remember this, every computer should have IP address. IP address means internet protocol. Internet protocol address. This is normally 32-bit address. 32-bit address, which is unique to each and every computer. Each and every computer. If we have a local area network, each having hundreds of computers, each and every computer should have a separate IP address. It's like your home address. You have a street, you have 100 houses in the street. First start from number 1 house, number 2 house, number 3 house, number 4 house, 5 house, 6 until 100. To identify why we need to address, why we need to house number to each and every house, to identify the particular house from the rest of the house. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If you have 100 houses, if you want to go to house number 6, you have to find this house number 6. Same thing in a computer. If you want to transfer data back and forth with these computers, you should know the address. So like this, there's a specific address that's called logical address. Logical address is called the IP address. IP address is introduced in like this decimal 192.168.1.1. This is the IP address.
Okay.
Another address 192.168.1.2. This is the special address where it assigned to the each and every computer, right? So when you transfer the data back and forth, you are sending, you should know the other address, other destination address. There's a mechanism to network connect in internet connections. Sorry, our network, they can, each and every computer, because of they are interconnected, they can communicate between the computers and they can identify their addresses and they can keep a record in the computer. And they know if you want to send the data to here, they will put the label or the address. They will paste the address according to that destination computer and they will send it. That is called IP address. Earlier I said that if you want to send a letter, you have to put the letter to the envelope. You have to write on that particular destination address sent out. Same concept here, right? But this is for sending data packet, transferring data in the internet. You use TCP/IP. It form of bundle called packets. Information is transmitted across the internet in the form of bundles, packets, right?
Okay.
The IP is a set of specification determine the best route to the packets across the internet, and so that the packet reach their destination address. That means internet protocol address knows how to go to, how to reach easiest way to your destination computer. Actually, that purpose is done by the router. Router main purpose is they have all the addresses, all the network addresses where I have to pass. Normally, there's a communication between routers to routers in the network. This is the backbone. They will pass to this router, then this router will pass to this router. They know where to go, specific according to the IP address. They will decide what is the easiest. We say this is USA, this is England. If the USA want to send a data packet, they will decide what is the easiest path, whether I can go like this or whether I can go like this, whatever. So that is done by the router, but based on the IP address. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Baba, today we will stop the class, right? So we have finished the protocols in detail.
Yeah.
Right. I think today 24th, we should have another 2 classes. Normally,
Yeah.
what is our class date? What we have?
Friday.
Friday. So then we will have a Friday class, right?
Okay.
Coming
Again, we'll keep on.
then
Yes.
again another before 31st we will have a 31st also we can do it. Then we will finish the 4 classes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then
Okay,
we'll
sir.
meet Friday.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. God bless you. Have a nice day.
God bless you. Okay. Take care. Bye.